Hello there, I hope you're having a great day. What I'm showing you here is an avocado seedling, and uh, the fun fact about it is that I grew it straight from the seed. And basically, after having an avocado, I kept the seed and I grew it. And it's growing fine, and you can actually see there's plant that's an avocado plant. And the reason why I did this little project was because I was inspired after watching a a tutorial on how to grow your avocado plant from the seed, and I was intrigued, and so I decided to do it myself, and it's fun. As you can see, I mean, it's not that very fun, but it's something that kind of like makes you, you know, feel like you accomplished something. You grew a plant. Anyways, this particular avocado is from the big avocado kind. The big, that's why you can see the seed is big, and the the like the stem, it's tall too, but you can see there's little tiny leaves trying to bud out, trying to bud, and let me show you how tall it is. See how tall it is. There's a tip of the plant, and that's the uh, the leaf. It's it's forming into a plant, like a big tree. It's getting there, and the leaves they're still a baby. It's still a baby. It takes a while. This one's a month and two weeks old, so it'll probably take more time for it to become, I guess, to become you know strong enough to be transferred into a pot. I haven't done uh, research that far yet. Anyways, at the time when I started to do this, I only had, I used what I had, and I used a disposable cup, and then I used three forks. I just put it inside, and I tried to balance the seed in there so that it doesn't drown or float. It's just set in there where the top isn't exposed to the water, or like it's exposed to the air, and then the bottom part is in the water so that it sucks the water in so that it can grow. And if you're wondering why there's if you can see it, yeah, if you're wondering why the water's kind of dirty, kind of brownish, and there's some powdery stuff in there, that's cinnamon. I learned that cinnamon helps the roots to grow quicker. And when the roots grow quicker, in effect, the stem, basically the whole plant, grows quicker too, because the roots is getting all the water and the nutrients in there. And basically, it's not a very hard, little project. This maybe the step that requires the most effort is just this, like starting a setup, so getting like the cup, and balancing the seed on a fork or a toothpick, so that it's It's held in place, and then you just wait. You leave it by the window where it's close to sunlight, because we all know plants need water and sunlight to grow. And basically, sometimes you don't even need to remind yourself to water it. You literally don't have to water it every day, because it sucks the water slowly. And I for in my case, I didn't have to water this every other day. There were even times that I forgot to water it for almost a week, and it still grew fine. And you know I c- now I can see it, and it looks well, and I'm kind of proud of myself for doing this, because it's like, you accomplish something. It's like an accomplishment when you grow something. And last week, just to show like the beginning, I decided to create more, but this time it's a different kind of avocado. It's the tiny kind of avocado, and the same thing, but this time I used water bottles. The water bottles, because recycling is very important. So I recycled the water bottles, and I basically cut it in half with a knife, and then the bottom half is, where you fill the water, and the top half, I, I cut it into, you know, with the scissors, and I try to cram it down. As you can see here, you can see like the the top part of the bottle, and you know cram it enough down there that so that you can set the seed on it, and the seed doesn't float or it doesn't drown, just enough. It's not even perfect, because as you can see here, I'm fixing the the seed, and there's cinnamon in it. As you can see, it's not even that complicated. You just sprinkle the cinnamon on there, and that'll do the it's enough. It'll do its magic. And as you can see here, it's starting to split, and it's only been a week. And the reason why is because that will be where the stem and the roots will grow. And you also notice that the seeds, I skinned them. Like, I took off the covering, because apparently the covering is hard, and the it'll take more time for it to grow if you lift the covering on it, because the plant will have to try to take it off, because it wants to split apart so that it can grow. So it'll have a hard time and longer time trying to get out of the covering, trying to get out through the crevice in there. And that part I didn't know, I didn't do for the big one, because this was my first one. I just, I didn't take off the covering, and I just left it, and maybe that's why it took, longer for it to grow. That's why I guess that's why it's at this stage at 1 month and 2 weeks. Yeah, so it's not that hard. It's easy. You don't have to water it every day. You don't. It's not hard work, and you don't need to be very good. You know, it's just basic stuff, and you need to have patience, because it takes a while to grow. And if you learned something here, hopefully you apply it. And if you're interested in doing something like this, growing your own avocado from the seed, you should, because it can be fun. It's not super duper fun, but it's enough to take your mind off of other stuff, you know. And Yeah, basically, it's nice to know how to grow uh, plants and trees, especially fruits, because we wanna know stuff about nature, and also if you're interested in you know maybe like having your own fruit. Maybe it might be a few years before you can see the seedling become into a tree and um, start making fruits, but it'll it'll do it. Or if you just want fresh air in your house, y- you know because plants make fresh air. And anyways, that's all for now, and thank you for watching.